What's up, y'all? It's Kirsten from Path to Summit LLC, a virtual project management firm that provides project staffing, project guidance, and creates PMOs for organizations all over the globe. Let's talk dependencies in Asana, aka the secret to fewer dropped balls and why isn't this done yet moments. Oftentimes in projects, tasks rely on one another. We can't start something before something else has been completed. Dependencies allow this to be shown visually in our projects. Let me show you how we can build this logic of dependency into our projects. Let's check it out. I am in the influencer marketing project in Asana. I am going to open up the task of define the goals. I'm going to click on add dependencies right here. Is it blocked by or is it blocking something else? I'm going to choose blocked by and then the task that it relies on. I'm going to choose define the business case. You can actually create dependencies across projects within Asana. You can search for the task or you can scroll through it. Another opportunity that we have next to the blocked by or blocking is setting up the dependency finish to start, finish to finish, start to start, start to finish. So we could actually say we have to start defining the business case so that we can start defining the goals. In that case, we would make this a start to start, blocked by defining the business case. Once this task starts, we can start defining our goals. Continue opening up tasks and adding the different dependencies. You can add more than one task to the dependencies. I've set up all of my dependencies in this top section. You can see that because each of the icons has changed here. The next thing that we're going to do is add in our due dates for each of the tasks. The next thing that I'm going to do is look at this in the timeline view. As I adjust the dating of these tasks, you can see below that the dependent tasks are moving in real time. If I move this all the way out, all of these have been moved out as well. Let's take a look at why this is in the options. When I click on options, I can go into the project dependency settings right here. We can choose to have the dependencies maintain the buffer, so maintain the amount of time between each of these tasks. They can consume it, and we can have it do nothing. This is a really good conversation to have with your team as well as with the expectations of stakeholders. I like to maintain this buffer. And you can actually choose between, is this for all the dependent tasks or just the downstream dependent tasks? I'm going to choose maintain buffer, and then I'm going to make sure that it's for all the downstream dependent tasks. Save changes. Let me push this timeline over. And now let's check out what this will do. Everything was shifted. As this timeline has moved, I think it would be better to look at this over months. We can adjust that right here with a plus or minus next to months, or we could choose hours, days, weeks. Additionally, it's going to advise you what items don't have dates. You can plot these directly from here, and you can open them up and create their dependencies as you see fit. Let's go back to the list and see what this looks like. Let's say that we start this the 30th through the 8th. Here is the new date range. Don't auto shift dates on dependent tasks. So we could actually check that and it wouldn't shift anything. Or let's go ahead and save changes. And it shows that 10 tasks have been rescheduled right there, which also reflects in our timeline view. At any time, we can head into options for the timeline. We can change the project dependency settings. Maybe we don't want anything to happen any longer. We just want to move a task. We don't want anything to happen downstream. We don't want any other tasks to be affected or have their dates change. We can choose none. Date changes. Let's head into customized, check out the rules and see how we can automate these dependencies. Right here in Powered by AI, you can see summarize blocking task. Get an AI summary of work that has happened on dependent tasks. Right there, we can leverage the use of AI, add it to projects, and then we can customize it right here by choosing edit rule. As long as dependencies and the methodology to be used in the project is discussed and understood by the team, it is a great way to save time on updating dates manually. It keeps the team moving forward without any sort of micromanagement on the dates. Stick around for the next video. We're going to go through how to utilize critical path within Asana now that we have our tasks, our dependencies, and our dates set up. Have questions? Comment below. We actually respond. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our Path to Summit channel for more project management tips, tricks, and software tutorials.